Yeah. YouTube. What's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're here to talk about Loki Season 2, Episode 5. Alright. Now, if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So again, Loki Season 2, Episode 5, alright? So we are almost done with this season. I think it's only 6 episodes for this season. I can't remember how many episodes last season had, but I know that for this season, I believe it's only supposed to be 6. I would really enjoy like 7 or 8, but you know, I think it's only supposed to be 6. You know, at least I feel like this is whole season, even last season, you know, as well. But I feel like definitely this whole season has been taken well. So has been. I think they'll be greenlit for season 3, you know, to say the least, right? But anyways, so other phone, I can't pull up the actors and the names, so I may be like, oh, this dude and that dude or whatever. So my bad on this one, all right? But anyways, so on this episode, we start off with Loki still staring off into, you know, the time fractured and the implosion that is coming his way from the time fracture. So it heads towards him still. You know, you see him open up his eyes, and that's kind of how we left off the last episode. So we kind of just see that he is still alive. It's not over just yet. As well as everybody else around him, we don't see anybody. Then we notice that the station starts to kind of spaghettify itself as well. Then we see a time slip with Loki, and when he time slips, he ends up kind of going to where each member that is left of his squad, you know, Mobius, is it B5 or something like that? The black chick, you feel me? And then the security black chick, you feel me, with the short hair. KC, and Sylvie, of course, Ouroboros, you know what I'm saying? So he keeps time slipping to each of these, each of his teammates, the people that I just named, to their timeline, like, you know, and their story per se. And I gotta say, out of majority of who we see, I feel like we learn a lot more backstory, or just a lot more revealing things for whether it's a variant, because when Loki talks to the people, like, he's like, yo, what's up, KC? He's like, yo, my name's not KC. Yo, what's up, Mobius? My name's not Mobius. You know, everybody they have a different name, and they don't recall even knowing Loki, even though he recalls them. So anyways, eventually it gets to a point where he does get each individual to come back with him, and they start to try to make a plan to fix this time fracture, right? So eventually Loki does try to get Sylvie to help out. She doesn't want to help out, and she does remember him, unlike everybody else. But of course, it's not a surprise because she's Loki. So if Loki remembers, she remembers. Anyways, so she's in her timeline. She's just wanting to live that. She doesn't really want to be a god, you know what I'm saying? But Loki, he has to help. He has to help out as much as he can. Um, for sure. So that's what that's what he plans to do. Now Sylvie says that she doesn't want to help out, and she ends up staying back at her timeline. When he goes back to go, make this plan to fruition to fix this time fracture, Sylvie's timeline basically dies off. You see everything spaghettified. She has no choice but to go back to Loki. So she does end up falling right back behind him. And so everybody is ready to have this plan come to fruition, and it doesn't work out the way that it's supposed to. And it gets to another point of like, what do we do now? We over the episode we see that Loki learns the ability to time slip. So now he can control that. So he keeps trying to time slip, and it gets to a point where he can't time slip no more. Like it just is, he keeps reverting back like 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Because everything else has been destroyed. So he ends up thinking like really hard. Like, you know what? It's not about like what and when. It's like it's who. And he's like, I can fix this. I can rewrite the story. So he time slips one more time, and he ends up time slipping like pretty far back within this season, which would probably be either right when they're. I think he time slipped to when Mobius was about to go outside and try to fix the little the time fracture. Either that, or he's gonna go to when Victor is about to do it. Either one of those. I feel like that's when he's gonna go, and then he's gonna do it himself, and then whatever else it may be. So yeah, man. I mean, that was basically it for the episode. 3 of my favorite scenes. It wasn't like too much craziness going on, but I will say that 3 of my favorite scenes. This will be spoilers. This will be out of order. I would say just that the whole situation of Mobius's character, his other variant, right? Learning that he has 4 kids, learning that he likes jet skis, but he doesn't always ride them. He sells them. You feel me? He's a single father as well. And I just felt like when we see him in this variant, it's the most Owen Wilson is played himself like on the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, when he was doing little things on there, like when he was saying little things, it was just funny. Reminded me of like Wedding Crashers. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Really, really cool to see that and have these little things revealed about his character. So that'd be my not even everything involved with Mobius in that past. You know what I'm saying? Like all that was dope. Second favorite scene would be I really like Ouroboros, and I like how he had an interaction with Loki when he's like, yo, like, I mean, just everything with them too as well. You know what I'm saying? As well, you gotta love everything with Loki and Ouroboros. So that'd be my second favorite scene. But it's specifically, there's the one part where Ouroboros was talking about like whatever plan he would need to come to fruition to help Loki. And Loki was like, oh, well, if I had like a guide or something like that, whatever it may be. And then Ouroboros was like, oh, well, I mean, if you look around, there's probably a book that probably has everything that you need in it. And I'm pretty sure I know the author and everything like that. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of copies are laying around. It's like a big old stack of copies. And this, of course, is him. So he's an art. He's an author of a certain book or science fiction book in the timeline that Loki goes to see him in. But I just thought that was funny how he was just like, yo, there's probably the book is probably laying around, and it's just mad copies like right there. And then my third favorite scene would probably be just, you know, actually seeing what's pretty dope was seeing when Sylvie kind of had chose like not to leave the timeline. She was gonna stay there and not help Loki up pretty much. And she was like in a record store, and she was I think maybe she was about to play some music that the clerk had gave her to he had recommended for her to listen to. And then everything like spaghetti, like he spills his coffee first of all, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And then like everything just spaghettifies, and then eventually he spaghettifies, and he's trying to run towards her to try to either get help or whatever it may be, right? And then Sylvie's like just about to be enveloped around that, and then, she has, what happens next? She has to leave. She has to go back to where Loki is and help them out, whatever it may be. But seeing that, what I'm saying, it was really cool. A lot of the scenes with the spaghettification was really cool this episode because there was so much of it. It was either people spaghettifying or objects spaghettifying or just everything spaghettifying and joining together. It was just a whole bunch of spaghetti, bro. You feel me? Spaghetti. But yeah, man, that'll be 3 of my favorite scenes. The grade for this episode, I will say that I enjoyed last episode the most thus far, but this episode was really cool. It just really felt like a continuation of the last episode, but didn't really push us too far. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to like, if you like the last episode, you're gonna like this episode, but it still didn't seem like there was too much going on, which was kind of weird. Yeah, for the second to the last episode, But nonetheless, I definitely enjoyed my time. The grade for this, I think last episode I gave it a 10 out of 10. The grade for this, I'm gonna give this I did have a good time. I'm gonna give it an 8.7 out of 10. All right, so 8.7 out of 10, definitely above average. Definitely worth your time. If you're a Loki fan, go check it out. If you watch all the other episodes, definitely want to go check this one out, of course. If you guys have seen the episode, let me know some of your favorite scenes. Do you like the way things are still going, or do you wish that they kind of would revamp and do things a different ways, or a different way that will kind of make more sense, or just that you feel would be a better way to go, a better route to take? Me, so far, I think that everything is going perfectly. You know what I'm saying? And that's to even say that sometimes I'm lost about what's going on, but I still feel like things are going perfectly. I wouldn't change nothing. So, but can't wait for the next episode. It's the last episode, season finale. Definitely will have a video for that one, so stay tuned. But yeah, let me know about what were some of your favorite scenes, and what's your favorite episode thus far, and blah, 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 blah. In the comments down below, all right? Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I'm Callie. Until next time.